All right, Shalom, Mikey. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to you. Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakah Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elected teachings word in our true faith and sincerity. And that's one of the many reasons why Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai is going to cut off 2/3 of our people, man. You know, despite all these things that's taking place upon the planet Earth, somehow, this nigga found time to make a song commemorating, Thanksgiving, man. Just pretty much fully engulfed in this place. But it's just not Lil Boosie, because it's not about him. The video is not about Lil Boosie. He just a representation of the 2/3 of our people. Because guess what? There's many Lil Boosies out there. There's many Lil Uzi Verts. There's many Young Dolphs and all these dudes that, pretty much had the same pattern, man. Like I said, despite all these things that's taking place upon the planet Earth, this nigga coming out with a song about Thanksgiving. So, matter of fact, let's just get this in the book of Zechariah. Zechariah 13:8, it says, "And it shall come to pass that in all the land," see, what land? The land of America. Because back then, niggas set up camp. Matter of fact, let's get that. You had Jake to try to set up captains to go back to Egypt. Let's see if I can get it. Yep. This is matter of fact, I started at the top, Numbers 14:1, and all the congregation lifted up their voice and cried, and the people wept that night, and all the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron. And the whole congregation said unto him, Would the Most High that we would have died in the land of Egypt? Or would the Most High have we had died in this wilderness? And wherefore had the Lord brought us into this land to fall by the sword? Our wives and our children should be prey. Were it not better for us to return into Egypt? See, and that would Jake, they don't have faith in Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. When they came back with the report, they were better off with trusting in Egypt because what they seen and had, it was tangible. The what said, was it not better for us to return to Egypt? That's what nigga think. That's the best option, just to go with the flow. Try to make it here. You can rap your way out of that. Because that's the most comfortable ride for a nigga. Or hitting the studio, hitting the jam, or, come up with a bad jump shot. That's all the things of Egypt, man. It says, and they said one to another, Let us make a captain, and let us return into Egypt. Well, guess what? Yahweh Shemashai gonna grant your request this time. You're gonna be left here, man. You want to stay in Egypt so much? Okay, cool. The Lord's gonna keep you there. And all the land. This is Zechariah 13:8. It says, And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. See? So 2/3 of the nation of Israel is going to cut off and die here in America. The Lord have numbered them to the sword. But you see why, man? Like I said, that's just one of the many examples of why a nigga can't inherit the kingdom. Because really that's a product of the so-called white man. It says what it says, the in all the land 2/3 shall be cut off and die. And we seeing why, because they are joined unto this man. They have pretty much what's the word? Made a covenant with them. They have sided with the enemy. You know. So this is why. This is why they have to be cut off. And even if they are so-called pro-black, you know, they support everything black, so-called. Everything black. You know. But they still got a 5-year plan that involves this place still being here. They're still in their, their reasoning. The U.S. dollar is still involved. You know, McDonald's is still around somewhere. The so-called white man will still be ruling. So even, like I said, that's why I said the third's going to be left therein, the ones that's in the council of Yahweh Shema Shai. Those are the ones that matter, the ones that's in this truth in the pavilion. Everything outside of this is pretty much Esau got his hands on it. One way, form, or fashion. So this is the book of Isaiah 28. And I started on 18. It reads, and your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. See? Why? So ultimately, your trust in the so-called white man is going to lead to your demise, man. You know, trust in this man, you know, this way he have promoted from his science, you know, to the different philosophies and ideologies, to his forms of salvation by the way of a basketball career. All that's not going to stand. And we seeing that process now. You know, your livelihood has been compromised with that thing. How much when the thing come? And ultimately, when the missiles come, that's when everybody's doctrine going to cease. Only doctrine going to stand, you know, is the doctrine of Yahweh Shai, the teachings of Yahweh Shai. You know? So ultimately, one way, form, or fashion, everybody's doctrine is going to come to an end except this one, man. You know? It says, and when your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then shall ye be trodden down by. See? So when all those plagues come, you're not going to be delivered from these, what Esau have presented unto you, have given you, so-called. You know, the different things of this world. That's not going to help you in that day. You think Boosie, whatever, how much money he got, that's not going to save him. All them George Washington's paper dollar bills, man. That's not going to deliver him. Their rap career. These different athletes, that's not going to stand. Even the ones that's in politics. Guess what? At the end of the day, this nigga ain't going to be able to help himself. So the ones that's joined unto him, our people, you're going to be trodden down by these overflowing scourges, in which the Lord's going to actually use Esau, death himself, hell himself, to bring forth these things. You know, it says, from the time that it goeth forth, it shall take you. From morning by morning shall it pass over. By day and by night it shall be a vexation, only to understand the report. See? So it's going to be non-stop, man. It's not like when Jacob Troubles come, you know, it's not going to be Jacob Trouble on Saturdays. That's when everybody get a break from Jacob's Trouble. No. It's going to be a constant thing. Then you're going to understand the report when these things come upon you, man. That's what these little Boosies going to find out. That's what these Uzi Verts and Gucci Mans, and that's how they're going to find out, man. It says, for the bed is shorter than a man can stretch himself on it, and the covering narrower than he can wrap himself on in it. So pretty much, there's not going to be no comfort and no protection in that time to come. Why? Because you have trusted in the so-called white man. You know? 2/3 of our people, like I said, one way, form, or fashion, is not going to cleave to this because Esau have gotten to them. Like I said, the nigga actually hit the studio and wrote a couple bars about Thanksgiving, man. And they ain't the only one that, got the mindset. It's a replica. It's many replicas of Lil Boosie's. It's many replicas of all these different entertainers and so-called leaders that our people see as leaders, so-called. And they model themselves after them, man. It's an Al Sharpton out there, man. Because why they acknowledge this man as a leader. That's why I say as the judge of the people, as the judge of the people, as the judge of himself, so are the people. That's why 2/3 of our people are also known as another nation, man. That's a whole different culture, nigger culture, black culture. That's a culture of death, which Esau have given them. So this is the book of 2 Corinthians 4, verse 3. It says, "But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost." See? It is hid to them that are lost. Why? "In whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not." See? Because if you were so-called pro-black, you were for our people, the Lord put the spirit on you, you'll get it. But somehow Esau have the poison of this devil have gotten in you, and it have affected your outlook to where you can't get it. Whether it's your family, which this nigga he pushed in a song, "Hug, you see your cousin, hug him." That's that old Christian shit saying, "Neighbor, look at your neighbor and say, neighbor." That old shit, man. And you can see a nigga with a blunt popping his head to this shit, man. But that's all the results of Esau, man. Which that's how about Shemashai smote us with his sword, which is Esau. It says, "In whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not." See, like I said, if you is so-called pro-black, you got a kufi on. But you got a plan that involves America still being here. You still need America to be here. You still need the so-called white man to rule, to get off on what you trying to get out, what pleasures you. Without America, then you can't do what you want to do, so-called, to the minds of an average person. And that's what comes to his ways. But it was Esau involvement, this devil. It said, "Lest the light of the glorious gospel of Yahushua, who is the image of the Most High, shall shine unto them." See? So they won't get this truth. That's their light, because our people is in darkness, man. Like I said, they are actually a whole nother nation. But you see, this is why the Lord is going to cut them off, man. One of the many examples. And this nigga always rebel against the truth. Lil Boosie and all these other guys. So how much more the Boosie Juniors, Lord got to cut them niggas off, man. Acts 7, verse 51. "Ye stiff-necked and uncircumcised in heart and ears, ye do always resist the Holy Spirit. As your fathers did, so do ye." See? So that has always been the case. They always been niggas, man. Especially when this word is presented, when righteousness is put on display. The nigga don't want to have nothing to do with that, man. He'll mock and scoff at it. You actually tell a man why, the reason why his grandma's foot got cut off, and he's gonna up that thing on you, man. So you really can't reason with a nigga. He's an unreasonable beast. But the best thing to do is, just to cut him off, and that's what the Lord is gonna do, man. So matter of fact, what's that in the book of Oh yeah, Isaiah 6, verse 9. It said, and he said, go and tell these people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. See, and that's what you're saying. This message is being put forth, the teachings, you know, and our people, you can actually see the precepts we pulling. It's a sign, you know. It's like a picture book. The Lord made it clear and obvious what he was talking about. And you actually, it's articles, interviews, videos, backing up what the scripture's saying, man. But they ain't going to get it. They're not going to grasp it. It says, make the heart of this people fat and make their ears heavy and shut their eyes. See? Lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears and understand with their heart and convert and be healed. So that lets you know that's how you be healed, is to get this truth, man. To convert, you got to get this truth because that's going to change your outlook. That's why I said close their eyes. They, and that's why he said he dancing to my collard greens and shit. And a nigga was bumping that day. A nigga gonna come up with a Christmas mixtape. And that's just scratching the surface. But the point is, he's just a representation of 2/3 of our people. Our people's engulfed in this place, America, in the ways of it. And they don't want to, stop the party, so to speak. And when it's truth, that light breaks it up, this darkness up. Jake don't want to, they love being asleep. None to the fact that you in captivity, man. You want to just act like you ain't in captivity. That's somebody that's deranged, man. You just gotta put him out their misery. Motherfucker just act like he in captivity. He gonna trick off on a weekend and make it seem like you know what I mean. But you gonna be at the spot by 9 on Monday though. That's captivity, man. But it says they're not gonna be able to be healed with it. Why? Because they cannot hear. It said then said, Lord, how long? He answered, until the cities be wasted without inhabitant. What city? What the cities he talking about? Where they at? Talking about America, man. Because they love this place so much. They want to be in Egypt so bad. Okay, you gonna stay in Egypt. And gonna burn with it. That's why I say he that have fellowship with a proud man shall be like unto him. Pretty much gonna get stoned together. See, that's what's about to take place. It says, then said Lord, how long? He answered, until the city be wasted without inhabitant, and the house without man, and the land utterly desolate. See? So that, and see the land, what land? The land of America. You see niggas love America. Even Israelites. With the t-shirt and fringes. They love this place. They love hitting the wing spot and, stand with the fringes. They love being that good Israelite father in America. So the Lord's going to give them their request. He's going to actually keep them in Egypt. But as you can see just from that video, like I said, that's just a small example of many reasons why the Lord got to cut out 2/3 of our people. So yeah, I just hope to edify. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash.